What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail, right? So let's just talk about this. Like, you think you're gonna get an apology? No. So Chris Brown, of course, was in the thumbnail. A woman accused him of a heinous crime, and of course, and I can. Of course, they got put out publicly. So then he puts out receipts or whatever. And then the young lady's lawyer drops her. And here's the issue. He's like, Chris, what's up with this apology? So that's where I get the picture. I'll wait. But let's rewind this because Chris Brown has a bad reputation from what happened when he was 19 or 18 years old with Rihanna, which was over a decade ago. But let's rewind it. So you got this young lady who lied on him. You have to try to set him up for money. You have the other young lady who lied on him and got caught publicly. You got Frank Ocean who lied on him and got caught publicly. You got Drake who started a fight with him, but everybody let Drake and Tony Parker pass on that publicly. I feel like I'm missing somebody. In this whole situation. And what I've noticed over the years is just like you can call a man he reminds me of Mike Tyson. Everybody vilified Mike Tyson for robbing Gibbons. But then as the years went on, they kind of started giving Robin Givens that, you know what? Yeah, Mike does some wild stuff, but you know what? Something's up. Not because Rihanna's in a relationship, she's happy, she's pregnant, and people overlook her part of that altercation or what she did in that altercation because she was fighting too. Basically, they got into a fight and she lost. But, and it was years and years ago. And that was the other thing. And Rihanna tried to make it up and tried to get back with him and go to court with him and whatnot years after the fact. And that's the other thing. The situation with his child's mother trying to gouge him for some money. Going from like she tried to go from Texas to California to get a bag off of child support. And what's prevalent is people are using, quote unquote, his past against him to constantly try to come up. And nobody ever says anything because of that teenage incident. So when it's time for an apology, people just move on to the next thing. Now, I just have to put this out there that if you think of pretty much some of the biggest R&B singers of your generation and mine have all had their reputation sullied. Chris Brown, sullied. Look, Trey Songz's reputation right now, sullied. Of course, R. Kelly, sullied. Michael Jackson, sullied. Prince, sullied. And here's the problem. There is no apology, even if the evidence says that they were vindicated. There is no apology. There's always just a made-up story. We're going to go with it. There's always the O.J. Simpson complex where, the evidence said he didn't do it, but he did it. He did it. Just because you were found innocent doesn't mean you didn't do it. And it's like, and I'm going to talk about that in an upcoming video about Deshaun Watson and the Me Too movement also, and the NFL. So we have this issue, right? And then you have the news outlet, because you see, it's funny how, you know, people forget about how Kyle Rittenhouse was like he was going to sue the media for for their portrayal of him. But if that's the case, Chris Brown can sue the media. Bill Cosby can sue the media. R. Kelly can sue the media. Michael Jackson's family can sue the media. See what I'm saying? Because there were documentaries made about people. Straight up documentaries. People don't find that, you don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? Because I do, because he deserves an apology, you know. And I'll say, you know what? I didn't do nothing, but I'm sorry. Because you shouldn't have to constantly go through this. And people constantly believe somebody, constantly making an accusation against you, and they constantly being proven wrong. That was the other one. There was another woman on a bus who said he did something to her too. And it was a bus incident. So now, you know, if you know, the media is at the point where, look, man, if his name his name came up like 5, 6 times on something he didn't do. And we keep reporting it. And when he was 19, he had this incident. Y'all just can't admit he's a target, huh? Can't admit it, huh? It's difficult. So I don't want to hear it no more. You heard me? You know, but he needs an apology. Just flat out. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch you on the next one. Peace.